Hello everyone, and welcome to our weather update on February 7th, 2024. So starting off with our Shortrange updates from the UKV. Today was a dry day with hazy sunshine in the north and a few wintry showers on northern coasts, but the clouds was thicker in the south. This evening we will see rain moving into Munster and South Leinster towards midnight, and this will gradually move northwards and turn to snow. Now bear in mind that I must warn you that the UKV has significantly, and I mean significantly, downgraded this. Even compared to this morning's 3Z run, the 15Z has totally just look at this, right? The snow on this is totally confined to the mountains of Wicklow, Galway, Mayo, Sligo, and up into Leitrim, and up into Northern Ireland and Donegal, possibly to lower levels in the far north. The UKV is showing rain at low levels everywhere else. I would assume that the snow would be more widespread than that's forecasting, because there is a yellow warning in force for many areas of West and North Leinster, North Munster, Connacht, and Ulster. So if you're in those areas, you may well see a dusting to a small covering of snow. I do believe that the UKV, although is probably more accurate than it has been of late, I'm surprised, that's probably underdoing it. Could well be wrong, but just to say, don't be surprised in those Midlands, Northern, and Western regions to see a bit of snow in the morning before it obviously turns to rain. And there is a yellow warning for rainfall along the east coast. Tomorrow night we'll see rain this time moving up from the south, and any wintry falls confined to the hills of Ulster. Friday will be a day of cloudy skies for most areas and a few showers, and into the evening we see some sunshine moving in towards the south and southwest. Into Friday night, Saturday morning, we see a low stuck right over us. So it means that it'll be mostly cloudy with showers around the country, milling around. Possibly some convection in the afternoon. Just to say that we're starting to see the sun becoming stronger. So basically, we may start seeing showers forming inland. A good example is on Sunday. We see 9 a.m, 12 p.m, 3 p.m, 3 p.m, showers blossom widely inland. So, mid-February, sun getting stronger, so we are going to start seeing showers forming by themselves inland. And beyond that, into Monday, we go into a cool northwesterly winds with some showery rain, then some scattered showers and sunshine pushing in from the northwest. Here is the temperature forecast from UKV. So tonight we'll see a frost forming in Ulster for a time before the milder air starts to waft up from the south. Or I say waft, more like nudging. Really, it's gonna take a while to do so. Now look at those temperatures. Only really supporting snow in the the very, very far northwest. Now, if the worst comes to the worst, this might happen. The extreme northwest. But either way, it's a chilly day for most areas. Highs between around 1 and 5 degrees in most areas, between 6 and 10 degrees in the south. Moving on to tomorrow night then, a cold night for Ulster, lowest temperatures there, possibly allowing a frost forming, otherwise between about 3 and 7 degrees. Friday is a milder day, again, highest temperatures there. In the north, like Ulster, North Connacht, North Leinster, between 2 and 5 degrees, elsewhere between 7 and 10 degrees. Into tomorrow night then, Friday night even, into Saturday, quite a chilly night, but not so cold. Saturday is between about 6 and 10 degrees. Into Sunday then, it goes cooler with a northwesterly wind between about 6 and 8 degrees. And into Monday morning, it's colder again, between 6 and 8 degrees. Well, about same as Sunday really. Here is the NAO index observed and forecasted. So we're currently weekly negative with the NAO. It'll go even more negative, slightly so, into next few days before bumping up to a more positive, at least a more neutral level by February 15th, before possibly sliding off again. So here is the, but either way, that will show that it's not really blocks, but not really zonal. So something in between. So current setup here from GFS12 says we have a deep low to our northeast or Scandinavia, deep cold pool, that's the PV, also a deep low to our west, and this is going to push into colder areas tonight and bring the risk of snowfall to some areas. Into Friday, this low comes northwards and it goes less cold, and we see showery rain, showery rain floating around. Into the weekend, that low gradually, and even this Monday, that low is right over us. But into Tuesday, that low finally clears off. Into next week, then we see heights building over us and to our east, and that allows quite a miles southerly wind to get going. That is quite a cloudy wind though, so not really that great if you want some sunshine. Then the wind takes a more easterly direction actually into the longer range, so that should clear. Yes, it does. It allows for clearer skies to form, upper temperatures mildish, so frost not as possible. But into late February here, the sun is warming up. Sun is really rapidly strengthening, and in the sunshine by day, that shouldn't be too bad. Into the longer range now, that high just sits over us or to our north, allowing plenty of decent weather. Here is the ECMWF, but that high pressure would actually be in a place to feed in some cloud at times, so that is something to note. But obviously, it's a very long way off. Here is the ECM. So again, tomorrow, that low causing problems as ever with snow. It's so hard to forecast, and it's just so marginal. Into Friday, we see that low around the country, again bringing showers and rain. That low really takes its sweet time to clear away, and only by Tuesday is it finally deciding to leave us alone. Next week into Wednesday, Thursday, we see a ridge forming over us to our east, again allowing that wind to come in from south or southeast. Upper temperatures with that are mild. Well, actually, though, we do end up with a weather system over the country. So, although there is high pressure influences, it's not enough to fend off the rain from the west. So, there's some uncertainty over how much influence this high pressure exerts over Ireland and the UK. By Saturday, February 17th, drying off, yes, upper temperatures quite mild. If we can get the wind in from a more of a continental direction like this, we should hopefully break the cloud up from that system. Here is the UK Met Office run. So give me the add-on to get rid of you. Okay, cool. Right, so UK Met run again. That low. Problems, situations, mysteries to be solved. You know, I think at this stage, the way to find out if you'll see snow, tomorrow morning, get up, just look out the window, and you can see if it's raining, sleeting, or snowing. I mean, it's just too much variation, just 12 hours away. So much flip-flopping. You know what I mean? Anyway, that low ends up over the country over the weekend, just stubbornly sitting there. It finally clears away for Tuesday, although even on Tuesday it's very close to us. And it actually goes a bit colder and drier next week, with that little ridge filtering down a slightly cooler northerly wind. Though this low to our west would try and defeat that. Upper temperatures by Wednesday are pretty chilly, and there'll probably be frost with that. Here is the GEM12Z run. There we go. You can get rid of that. GM12Z is like this. So again, it's going to be possibly wintry in some northern areas tomorrow. After that, into Friday and Saturday, it goes less cold, wetter, and showery. That low really mooches around for a while, takes a sweet time clearing off, before we see on the GEM hot rising to our east and south and pushing up a very mild, or possibly for the time of year, warm southerly winds. Upper temperatures are very, very mild. Beyond that, the wind gets into a more of an easterly direction by the weekends. That should be quite okay. It's quite cloudy, yes. Be a bit cooler as well with that. So here's something for sure. Next week there'll be some form of high pressure influence, but the uncertainty is how much it will manage to fend off the rain from the west. Here is the icon. So again, same story with that low pressure, becoming stuck over us. Unfortunately, it's not going to our south and allowing this easterly over here to push. That's of the cards now, and in the end, into Monday, Tuesday, ridge forms over us to our east and we drag up over. Actually, that's a very mild southerly wind by Thursday, February 15th, wafting up from like Azores and so on, Spain, Africa, wafting. Here is the arpege, and I might show you some ensembles. I don't want that. Okay. Here is arpege. Right. Arpege, here we go. So again, up comes that low on Friday and Saturday, and it's just very, very showery over the weekend. And on Monday, we drag in this slightly cooler wind from the northwest, but it's not that cold. Here are the ensemble graphs. First of all, we'll do upper temperature. So here it is for Dublin. So currently quite cold, little cold snap, but it will soon bump up tonight, tomorrow, as that low comes in. They will drop off into the weekend as that low moves through, but won't be as cold as we thought they'd be like a few days ago. Then next week they generally rise, before possibly at the very end they sort of take a cooler trend. The thick green line, that is the GFS run I just showed you, is going very mild. Looking at some snow chart then, actually the GFS has also recently abolished snow charts for Dublin. Look at that, like a tiny little spike here. Possibly more around here, but that's not going to happen. Let's see where anything gory. Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing for gory. Harlow. One spike. Wow. Longford. Scraping the barrel here. Longford. Okay, Longford is all decent. Go somewhere like Roscommon. Same graph, actually. Ballina. That's not right. Ballina. Islands. Okay. Derry. No. Derry. UK. Yeah, there we go. A few spikes here. But you get what I mean? The GFS has ensembles, they have downgraded this quite a bit. As expected, yes, but still, every time it happens, it's a bit disappointing. So if you're in the county with the yellow warning, don't be surprised, but there could be some disappointment as well. Given what these ensembles are showing, given what that UKV just showed just now, it's still such chaos, even though it's Wednesday at nearly 9 p.m. It's happening in less than 12 hours time. So just tomorrow morning, get up, out the window, you see what's happening. Anyway, thanks for watching. It'd be interesting to see how it all unfolds tonight, tomorrow morning, etc. And I'll see you tomorrow.